Hello, Dave Killeen here, Field CPO at Pendo and EMEA and a certified AI and tooling nerd for my sins. A very warm welcome to the very first episode of The Vibe PM, where every week or so I'll be bringing you super short, hands-on demos of various AI tools, tricks and shenanigans so that you can get more work done and have more fun doing so and enjoy more time off guilt-free not working. Today's episode pulls the curtains back on what I believe is the ultimate time saver using our voice. Speech to text. I'll be taking you through 5 levels from super simple to downright bonkersly brilliant. The reason this is the first episode of this entire series is because the amount of time you will save by doing what I'm about to show you will then give you the time to lean into this series, but more importantly, leverage AI more effectively in your day-to-day, at work and outside of. Let's do this. Okie dokie. Let's just set the scene with some simple math about why all of this voice-to-text malarkey is so important. We, given what we do in our jobs, right, we value high leverage activities, yet we spend 12 hours a week on the least efficient activity of them all, typing, honestly, at a measly 50 words per minute. Madness. But imagine if you could triple your input speed to over 180 words a minute, you would be saving about 9 hours a week just by having a chat. The keyboard is such a bottleneck. Now, clearly, we're not going to move everything that we do with the keyboard across over to voice. It's just not feasible. But as you'll see from the next few minutes, by leveraging what I'm about to show you in this particular episode, you will be saving hours a week just by moving across to voice where you can. Not only that, but you'll actually get into a deeper state of flow and effectiveness just by having the chat and moving on to the next task quickly. Okay, so let's start with level 1, raw speed. This is whisperflow.ai, Mac and Windows, and it does one thing brilliantly. You just talk, it types, watch this. Okay, so I'm just going to activate my keyboard shortcut. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vibe PM podcast. This is a quick demonstration of pure speech to text. No prompts, no tricks, just pure speed. And then in it goes. It's so good. And just to nerd out on that for a sec, that was 208 words a minute, and that's with processing speed, right? Without processing speed, which will soon no longer be an issue the way things are going, that'll be 260 words a minute. Madness. I love it. Okay, that's fast, but level 2 is where it gets smart. Next up is superwhisper.com, and it's my personal favorite of the first two. Super Whisper's superpower are voice input modes. And so what you see here are different modes, just a handful of them that I have in my Super Whisper. And each one of these input modes has its own prompt, right, that you can craft. So look at the bottom right-hand corner. There's a document commenting one. Sometimes you're running around the place from meeting to meeting. You just haven't got the time. And so someone's asking you to give a comment on the doc. And sometimes for me, I might not be as constructive as I want to be, right? I mean, a bit too short. And what I now have is I've got this mode that recognizes I'm on a Google Doc because it knows the URL. That's also part of the mode. Activates when you're on a particular app or you're on a particular web page. And then it will say, take my ranty message and turn it into something constructive for the recipient. Likewise, emails, right? Have a chat with it, activates when you're on Gmail, right? Or in your email client. And then you just have a chat and take that into something which is bottom line up front, exec friendly. And so Slack messages, take it, make it nice and concise, put a suitable emoji in there, not too many. So you can do whatever you want. Very, very different than Whisperflow. Allows you to craft these different ways of dancing with your voice into your various different applications. So now we're on to level 3 of 5. This is about turning our dead time into a more productive time. This is what I'm calling my walking meetings with ChatGPT. You can do this with any of the LLMs now on mobile. And so what you see above the keyboard in the bottom right-hand corner is this voice button. So you can activate voice and then quickly have a chat back and forth. So what I'm going to show you is my use case. So, hi ChatGPT, can you hear me?
Absolutely. I can hear you loud and clear. Let me know what I can do.
Thank you. And by the way, can you speak 3 times your normal pace with me? Because I want to get through this conversation pretty quickly, okay?
Absolutely. I can do that. I'll just speed things up for you and talk a lot faster so we can
Okay,
cover more.
thank you. So I'm going to go for a run now in the park for 30 minutes and I'm going to basically put my phone screen off and put my earpods in and then we're going to have a chat back and forth about product strategy and what we could be doing to kind of, where we should be going. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect. So go ahead, get your run started. I'll be right here in your
Cool. Love you. Thank you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the phone off. So the phone is now off and I'm going to say, ChatGPT, can you hear me?
Absolutely. I've still got you. Even if your phone screen's off, I can hear you just fine.
I love it.
So let's...
Literally, what I'll do then is go for a run. And it's been bonkers because I'll be running in the park and then the chat is actually so good, the banter is so good that I'll actually stop running because I can't obviously have a chat as I'm running as much as I want to at my age, and I'll sit down on the bench and have a chat with it. And it's been brilliant. And of course, all that content there is there for you when you get back to work. So that's brilliant. And you think about now, you actually have all the LLMs now are looking back on previous chats as well. So imagine just going and having a check-in about your kind of career progression or whatever it might be, your weekly planning or whatever. All of that goes in there and you go back to your desk and dance with that content from there. It is so effective. Honest to God, please try it. Okay, so we're now into level 4 of 5, and this is my personal favorite. This is called what I call the magic word trick. This is for capturing random, scattered voice notes that come to you in any particular order on mobile, and then having the LLM turn that into a brilliantly structured and coherent document when you issue it a magic word. In my case, process, use whatever one you want. So the use case I had was, I went on to Claude. You can do this in ChatGPT as well, any of them now, but back then it was Claude. So now you can click on the mic button on any of the LLMs on mobile, not the voice chat, because then it'll voice chat back to you. And then with the mic button, you press it and give it your first voice note, which is the following. Hi, Claude, or whoever. Dave here. I'm going to give you a bunch of voice notes in no particular order about a company that I think we at Pendo should be thinking about maybe having an acquisitions consideration of. And I'm going to give you a whole bunch of voice notes in any order that come to me. And I know, Claude, you love to have a back and forth every time I talk to you, but just be quiet. Just accept them, shut up, and then wait until I say the magic word process, and then you can kick in. Then I want you to give me a 2-page exec doc, bottom line up front, that I can give to my C-suite here at Pendo about why we should be considering having an acquisitions conversation with this particular company. Is that okay, Claude? And Claude goes, yes, no problem. And so then I then go outside and I go in and I start dumping in voice notes, literally blue sky, birds in the trees, it's a gorgeous day. And outside, for me, the ideas, thinking comes better, right? So you're outside, you're outdoors, having a lovely walk. 3 minutes might pass, you got nothing. And then all of a sudden, a flurry of ideas come to you. Boom, boom, and you keep going, right? And then process, boom, 2-page doc. Brilliant. It's so effective. I mean, that's the use case I had when I first started 10 months ago, I should say. But I've been using this every week for so many other use cases, having a chat about product strategy, having a chat about all sorts of stuff. And that goes into a document that I can then share with other people to consider and think about. It is so, so effective. Okay, so finally, we're on to level 5. This one, I'll be honest, I debated with myself whether I should even show it to you because I think I might make some enemies. But I do believe it's worth putting it out there because I do believe that this is the direction of travel for us all. So everything I've shown you so far for all the previous 4 levels involves you having to do something with these things. You've got to take your phone out of your pocket. You've got to press a button. You've got to press a button on your keyboard to activate your LLM on your desktop. Basically, what I do, I don't do any of that. No hands needed. This clips on and it's dependent, a limitless pendant, and it just listens to me all day long. As you can see, this is where it's all going. Sam Altman recently purchased Johnny Ive's company, and Sam Altman is an investor into Limitless, and Amazon's purchased Bee, another listening wearable. And so wearables and ambient AI, I really do feel is where it's going. And because of that, I purchased this a while back. And my use case is fairly simple. I do not bring it into the office apart from today, but I just wear it. When I'm going for a walk, when I'm going for a run, I don't wear it at home, but I'm walking to the tube here in London. I just dump all my voice notes into it, and it's there for me to dance with and play with afterwards. It lets me run certain prompts against my previous day, and then the next morning it's all there for me against the prompt. And it's got great APIs. I can throw all my to-dos into Todoist, and honestly, it's worth experimenting with. If you really want to kind of get a sense of where that puck is going, but also ultimately, it's brilliantly effective for me and definitely paying for itself within the first few weeks of using it. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up now because I want to keep these episodes around 10 minutes max, and I know very few of us have as much time as we'd like. Although having said that, hopefully after watching this, you'll have more time. I love what we covered off here because for me, it's foundational to saving time. Get more comfortable talking to your tech. Have the chats. Voice and LLMs work brilliantly together. All my episodes will be deliberately short and sweet and snackable and highly practical to give you more time back in your day and more joy in it too. You'll see me using voice throughout this series with deeper dives into these apps as we move forward and new episodes every week or so. So please share this episode with your colleagues so that they can all save time with AI with you. Thank you for joining me and welcome to the Vibe PM podcast. Please spread the vibes. Thank you. See you next time.